In Zechariah 4, God speaks to Zechariah in a vision, telling him what he's going to do through Zerubbabel, the prince of Judah. He's going to rebuild his temple from ruins. And he tells Zechariah to tell Zerubbabel how this will happen. And in verse 6, he says, it's going to happen like this. It's not by might, it's not by power, meaning it's not going to be done in your strength. It is done by the Spirit of the Lord. By God's Spirit, this work can be done. But then in Zechariah 4:9, it says that God rejoiced to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hand. The plumb line was the building tool. He said, I rejoice to see the work of his hands. It won't be done by the work of his hands, but it'll be done by the work of his hands being partnered with my Spirit. God says, I rejoice to see Zerubbabel partner with me. He took it into his hands to work, but he leans on my power for it to be completed. It cannot be done without the oil of my Spirit. So it says it pleased God to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hands, meaning nothing will be accomplished in your life for the kingdom of God outside of the moving Spirit of God in that thing, period. If you don't have the Spirit of God at the center, moving the whole thing forward, it's built in vain. It won't prosper the way that God has prosperity designed for it. But if the Spirit of God is the center and you take it into your hands to do what you can do and what God has asked you to do, something about to be built. Something is coming out of that. That temple that was rebuilt was the temple Jesus taught in. So, hallelujah, whatever you're building for God, build it by the Spirit of God and know that God rejoices to see the tools and the work being done in your hand.